Morning, YouTube. This is a little piece 50 model scooter that one of my buddy gives me for free, but it has an intermittent problem to where it'll start, then die, then it'll you have to start with ether after that, and it will not, when you come to a complete stop, it'll just stall out. But we're gonna see if we can't get in there, figure out what's wrong with it. I just checked the air filter. That was my first thing I went after. Everything seemed to be good. It's located right here underneath these cover. You remove these two screws here and here, and it'll swing out, and you can check the filter. Really interesting. Doesn't have very many miles on it. Did the conversion. It's a little over 880 something miles. It measures in kilometers. Some kind of Japanese, Chinese scooter. The manual is in Chinglish. Good luck figuring that out. That was a whole backlight, but then on the way here, it fell over in the back of the truck. I'm gonna go after the little carburetor and see what's going on. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna find some gum or something in there. Just gotta clean it out, then we'll go from there. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna pop up the seat by turning the key to release the seat, pull the seat up. And then if we already got the plate removed, we got access to the top of the carburetor. Right there. There's part of the carburetor right here. This is the inlet for the air. There's the outlet. I don't see very many fuel lines, but we're also going to go ahead and remove both sides of this cover. There's one here. There's another one here. And somebody's already removed this one for us. I'm going to do the same on the other side and pull this side off over here. We'll probably have to deal with that wiring harness for that light. Alright, we've got all the panels taken off here. The first thing we realize is the CDI box located here. This is what kind of the brain box of the ignition source, or brain box of the ignition side of the whole deal. It takes inputs from things like RPM and stuff that limits the ignition. Some people disable those things and bypass the RPM signal, which I don't know which one it is on this one, because I don't recognize any of these Japanese wire colors. But anyway, so that was really interesting. I was like, then I seen this and I thought, maybe, well, that must be the coil. And then after further inspection, I think it's a starter relay. And then see the little fuel filter here, which doesn't look dirty. I figured it'd be kind of nasty from being in there, but it's not. So now I'm kind of wondering what's going on. I did unplug the lights from the fender for that marker light. We did unplug those. We removed the front and then found the coil right there. That's the coil right there. It runs back to the spark. Anyway, we're going to the other side. Remove the fender from this side as well. The first thing I noticed when I was getting in here, that the oil is over full. It doesn't exactly take a quart. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is actually over full. It could be a power issue, but it's actually over full a little bit. Then here we get to the little prize. Here is our carburetor linkage. I don't know if you can see it. So it's all shot and small, but it's in there. So anyway, carburetor linkage. We'll probably get the most of it from the top side. There is like an electric choke on it, which is really kind of surprising. I think it's a choke. What else would it be? It's right here. Anyway, so I followed back the wires, and they come over here to this plug, chased back a green with a black stripe and a yellow, solid yellow that comes in this connector. So I don't know, maybe we're gonna have to pop that zip tie in order to get that carburetor out of there, because we gotta drag this part of the wiring harness out with it. I don't want to try to disconnect it. Unscrew the choke mechanism from it while it's still. So I got the carburetor off and apart. Been fiddling with it for a little bit. Everything's pretty clean in here. I just put the extra screws and stuff in here so I don't lose them, get them all mixed up with everything else. But they're in there. A couple of interesting things. Here's the floats. They don't look that bad. They look okay. There's the main jet, the main fuel valve, whatever you want to call it. Let's fuel into the carburetor. It doesn't look bad. It's nice and pliable. It's not exactly pliable, but it's not hard. That's got some rust on it. A little hanger. Then the other screw, I don't know why they put that steel screw in here for. This is zinc coated or whatever, not zinc, but it's coated screws. This is what holds the whole assembly together. It goes right here into the carburetor, which holds the float assembly on with that fuel shut off needle going there. And I pulled these jets already. The other jet looked good. This one is stopped up. It's completely stopped up. And you can look at it. Let's try and get it to focus. You can look here. Focus. Stupid thing. $1,000 phone won't focus. Anyway, those holes there, the orifices are good. Those are clear. I don't know if you can see those or not. They're clear, but when you try to look down into it this way, it is sure enough stopped up. You're supposed to be able to see all the way through it. See, there's a hole on this side and a hole on that side. You're supposed to be able to look through it. And I've held it up to the sun and everything, and I can't get no light through it at all. I know it's a small orifice, but I cannot get the light to shine through at all. Focus. So I know this jet is stopped. It is restricted. So we'll have to clean that. Hopefully we get too carried away. Oh, one more thing. I'll give you a secret. If you can't get these out, which I had a hard time getting them out, of the bowl assembly, you know, if this is upside down, it's got these mounting holes here, here, and here. It's real hard to look through the phone and see what the hell you're doing. Anyway, they had froze up, and I actually started stripping them. But anyway, started stripping them, so I took my old pair of Lyman's pliers, bull dikes, whatever you want to call them, and actually gripped the head of it, got it to break loose, and then used a screwdriver to get it out the rest of the way. It's just something that happens. So let's see if we can clean this thing and get it back together. It kind of takes two hands. So yeah, it runs good.